Well, now at 6, 2 Columbus police officers are now recovering after they crashed trying to track down armed robbery suspects. Now, this all started with an armed robbery in the Hilltop neighborhood, then with a crash on the other side of town. 10 TV's Lacey Crisp explains how the officers were injured.
Well, it all started on the west side. It ended here on the east side near Driving Park hours later with 2 officers injured.
They went after violent offenders and they took them off the street.
It started around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon when a man flagged a police officer down at the corner of Sullivan and Ogden. He said he'd been robbed at gunpoint at a nearby apartment complex. He gave a description to officers of what the suspect's car looked like.
So violent crime like this has no boundaries. Just because they commit a crime on one side of the city, it's not uncommon to wind up at the other city.
Which is exactly what happened. A couple hours later, police spotted the suspect vehicle in Linden and tried to stop it, but the suspects kept driving. Police followed until the suspects and a CPD cruiser crashed here on Alum Creek. Fraternal Order of Police President Brian Steele explains how supervisors make the decision to pursue.
When we pursue, we basically look at, is the juice worth the squeeze? Are we putting the neighborhoods in danger? Why are we chasing them? These are armed gunmen who committed an armed robbery.
Steele says when the officers crashed, the airbag deployed and an officer accidentally fired his weapon. Because no one was struck, BCI will not investigate. The 2 suspects took off running, but police were able to catch Dia Sullivan, who has been charged with felony fleeing and tampering. They also arrested Jolyn Rutherford, who has been charged with tampering. Police found 1 gun in the car, and Steele says they're waiting on a search warrant for the car to see if there are more.
It's the dangers we face every day.
Both suspects have been arrested and have been charged with felonies. Additional charges could be filed. In Columbus, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.